These murders have shaken our community, and no arrest will ever bring back these young students. However, we do believe justice will be found through the criminal process.
Breaking developments tonight in the quadruple homicide investigation into the stabbing deaths of 4 University of Idaho students. Finally, an arrest in the case and a man taken into custody in Pennsylvania.
This investigation is far from over. In fact, I appreciate what he shared, that this is not an ending, but rather a new beginning.
We take an in-depth look at what led investigators to this point and what we've learned so far about the suspect.
Idaho News 6 starts with breaking news.
Today, major breaking news in the case that's captivated national attention. An arrest in the ongoing investigation of 4 murdered students near the University of Idaho almost 7 weeks ago. State police in Pennsylvania arresting this man early this morning, 28-year-old Brian Christopher Koberger. Now, this is the first major update in the case since the students were murdered in mid-November. Police in Moscow holding a press conference this afternoon for the first time since November 23rd. Our Jake Garcia joins us now in studio. Now, Jake, we've been covering this case for almost 7 weeks now, and this is the first time that we have heard this name. So a lot of people are still wondering, what is the connection here?
And that's a question that still has to be answered, Karen. This is a new name and a new face in the investigation, and there had been tons of speculation and a lot of innocent people dragged into the spotlight by cyber sleuths and influencers whose lives have been changed as a result of speculation. But police now say they have their suspect in custody, officially arresting Koberger on a warrant for first-degree murder out of Moscow.
Detectives arrested 28-year-old Brian Christopher Koberger in Albrightsville, Pennsylvania, on a warrant for murders of Ethan, Zana, Madison, and Kaylee.
28-year-old Brian Christopher Koberger arrested and booked into the Monroe County Correctional Facility awaiting extradition to Idaho. A hearing set for Tuesday in Pennsylvania. Here's what we know about the suspect so far. Koberger attended DeSales University not far from where he was arrested in Pennsylvania, receiving a bachelor's degree in 2020 and a master's of arts in criminal justice in June of this year. He's also listed as a current student at Washington State University, studying for his PhD in criminology at the campus just over the border, minutes away from Moscow. Police in Pullman today searching a nearby apartment complex connected to the suspect. And in Pennsylvania, police locating a Hyundai Elantra, but not offering much details. Police still searching for the murder weapon. I found a post from a Reddit user identified as Brian Koberger asking criminals to participate in a research study for his student project at DeSales University. The survey asking chilling questions about committing a crime, choosing and approaching the victims, and leaving the crime scene. Despite the arrest, many questions remain unanswered.
Until Mr. Koberger is physically back in Latah County and has been served with the Idaho arrest warrant. At that time, we expect that affidavit will be available to you so you can share the true facts with all of your readers and your watchers and your listeners and all the people who are interested and really need to know what's going on. So please have patience with us on that.
In addition to the 4 murder charges, he is also being charged with burglary. And of course, the extradition hearing is set for Tuesday. However, Koberger could waive extradition and return to Idaho voluntarily while remaining in custody. If not, authorities will begin the extradition process to get him back to the Gem State to face charges, which could take some time. Authorities asking for continued patience as the criminal justice process is carried out. Meanwhile, police continuing to ask the public for tips related to the investigation. In studio, Jake Garcia, Idaho News 6.
Well, the past month has been a time of mourning for people across the state of Idaho. The Moscow community holding a vigil a month ago today on the University of Idaho campus. People in the Treasure Valley took time to remember the victims as well. At the University of Idaho Boise campus, a large crowd gathered in mourning on the same night. The Boise State community gathering just 4 days after the tragedy, with hundreds of students, faculty, and community members offering a moment of silence. Our reporter Brendan Jones was there that night and returned to campus today to see how the Boise community is reacting to today's news of an arrest in Pennsylvania.
The arrest of Brian Koberger marks one of the biggest developments in this case since the murders happened. The case, which has made national headlines, has impacted Idahoans everywhere. Even here, over 200 miles away from Moscow, people are invested in justice for the 4 victims, and they're happy that police are making progress.
A sense of relief. Even if the suspect is nothing more than a suspect, it's good to know that the police have actually been making progress and taking action.
Just hours after word of an arrest, Boise residents tell me they're happy to hear about the progress being made by police. Their thoughts, though, remain with the families of the 4 victims.
Following the news and seeing nothing for a while and then seeing this all of a sudden, I really feel for the family of the victims. That's probably a big weight off their shoulders, and I really hope and pray that the people behind it, the investigation and the police, have followed through with the evidence and the investigation, and this is the guy.
Last month's murders still hit home for many Idaho residents, especially those living in a university setting.
That was really scary for me. I live on campus, and they didn't live too far off of their campus.
Dumagit is a research assistant at Boise State. His fears extend to the students he teaches.
So I had to think about what happens if people come in and try to harm my students.
Along with a sense of relief as an arrest comes, for many Idaho residents, a sense of shock in a state they associate with safety.
It's tragic because it doesn't reconcile with the experience that I've had living here, where everyone is so friendly and so nice, but it's a reminder that, there's no place where you're truly safe.
From Boise, Brennan Jones, Idaho News 6.
Today's arrest comes on the same day as a celebration of life for 2 of the victims, Madison Mogen and Kaylee Gonsalves in Coeur d'Alene. The Gonsalves family sharing a statement with ABC News today that they are, quote, happy, relieved, and thankful that there has been an arrest. Moscow police planned to start cleaning up the crime scene today. That process now halted due to a court order. Property managers say they received a call from the Moscow Police Department postponing the process due to this development in the case. Officers say the property will be returned to the property management company once remediation is finished. Looking back at what's been shared publicly in this investigation, developments in the case have been minimal up until this point. On Sunday, November 13th, we learned Moscow police were called to the crime scene near campus around noon. They found 4 students, Ethan Chapin, Xana Kernodle, Madison Mogen, and Kaylee Gonsalves dead inside that King Road residence. No murder weapon was found at the scene, but as soon as November 15th, Moscow police said they believed the incident was a targeted attack. By the 19th, authorities started asking for local surveillance video surrounding the crime scene, which led them to look for additional information on a white Hyundai Elantra. Just days ago, the police department putting out a renewed call for pictures and videos from anyone in the community, saying it could be one of the puzzle pieces needed to solve the case. Idaho leaders speaking out over the arrest. Governor Brad Little saying the development is, quote, extremely welcome news, going on to thank law enforcement for their work in the investigation. Governor Little adding, quote, we remain deeply supportive of the communities of Moscow and the University of Idaho and will continue to do everything we can to ensure the safety of students and the public. Idaho Senator Mike Crapo also releasing a statement this afternoon saying, quote, I thank Idaho law enforcement for their commitment to bringing justice to the perpetrator of this senseless act of violence and their integrity in conducting their investigation in a careful manner despite immense amounts of public pressure. May justice be served quickly. Now, this is just the beginning of our coverage on this case. We will continue to follow the updates in this story as they develop. For the latest information, you can always read more at our website, idahonews6.com.